Negotiable Instruments Act, Section 102, Notice of Protest. Section 102 of the Negotiable Instruments Act, 1881 deals with notice of protest in cases where a promissory note or bill of exchange is required by law to be protested. The provision states that where protest is necessary, notice of such protest must be given in place of the ordinary notice of dishonour. The section further provides that such notice is to be given in the same manner and subject to the same conditions applicable to notice of dishonour, and it may also be given by the notary public who prepares the protest. 1. Meaning of notice of protest. A notice of protest is a formal communication informing liable parties that a negotiable instrument has been protested after dishonour, thereby notifying them of the dishonour and the protest. It helps preserve the holder's rights against prior parties and enables liable parties to take necessary protective steps, operating similarly to a notice of dishonour where a formal protest has been made. 2. Applicability of the provision. Section 102 applies when a promissory note or bill of exchange is required by law to be protested, and in such cases, notice of protest replaces the ordinary notice of dishonour. 3. Protest and dishonour. A protest is a formal certificate issued by a notary public certifying dishonour of a negotiable instrument. Where protest is legally necessary, the law considers notice of protest sufficient because it already incorporates and authenticates the fact of dishonour. 4. Notice of protest instead of notice of dishonour. Section 102 specifically provides that notice of protest must be given instead of notice of dishonour in cases where a protest is required by law. This means that a separate notice of dishonour is unnecessary, as communication of the protest itself satisfies the legal requirement and simplifies the procedure. 5. Same manner and conditions. The notice of protest must be given in the same manner and subject to the same conditions as a notice of dishonour, including being communicated within a reasonable time. It may be oral or written, sent by post, and must sufficiently inform the party about the protest and resulting liability, as the general principles of notice of dishonour continue to apply. 6. Notice by notary public. The section further provides that the notice of protest may be given by the notary public who prepares the protest, as the notary already possesses knowledge of the dishonour. This is commercially convenient because the notary can formally communicate the protest to liable parties, relieving the holder from issuing separate notices personally. 7. Purpose of the provision. The object of Section 102 is to ensure efficient and reliable communication in cases where a protest is legally required, thereby simplifying the process of notifying liable parties. The provision avoids duplication of formalities, protects the rights of holders, and promotes commercial certainty by streamlining notice procedures. 8. Commercial importance. Section 102 is important in commercial transactions, particularly involving foreign bills, because a protest and notice of protest serve as official evidence of dishonour. The provision helps preserve remedies against prior parties, maintain authenticity in commercial dealings, and ensure prompt communication regarding dishonour. For more details, contact us.